Here are some things to consider if you're thinking of buying the Sony ZV-1. I had my Sony ZV-1 for about 2 years until I recently accidentally dropped it into a lake. So now I'm free to talk all about it because I try not to make fun of my tech while I have it because I think it'll give me attitude if I do. So I'm gonna start with what I liked about my Sony ZV-1 and why I got that camera, and then get into some of the things that caused me some buyer's remorse. So initially I was looking for a camera that I could easily throw into my purse or my bag that was somewhere quality-wise between my phone camera and my DSLR. I mostly wanted it to be able to shoot good video, but also have the capability to take pretty nice photos as well. And so that's how I kind of ended up with the Sony ZV-1, it was kind of this versatile camera that people were really touting, and I ended up finding a good price on it, used at a pretty reputable used camera website. So here's some things that I loved about it. One, I was able to take some great vacation shots. I could easily take it as on a carry-on on a plane. It was easy to plug the photos into Lightroom and get a little bit more control over it than I do with my phone photos. Also, the camera had absolutely incredible zoom. You could zoom in on for a picture or video pretty easily and not lose quality at all. It was also pretty easy to flip back and forth between photo and video settings, so very versatile in that way. I think the ZV-1 actually does pretty well microphone-wise as well, even when there is a ton of background noise. I never really had an issue with the mic. But here's where we get into things that cause some buyer's remorse. I promise I didn't mean to chuck it into a lake for these reasons. It just kind of happened. So the ZV-1 is marketed as a vlogging camera, and I would hesitate to call it that. I think it does a great job in stable, well-lit environments. But your results will vary under literally any other circumstances. Which is why I'm why are you marketing it as a vlogging camera? Because vloggers aren't going to be able to control a lot of the things you need to in order to use this camera well. It is absolutely horrible in low light or inconsistent light. And I did try and fix that by using manual mode and then doing some editing on the back end, but one, that is such a pain. And then two, it was still usually pretty grainy. I would say it was particularly bad with low light photos, but the videos weren't great either. This was probably the thing that just caused me the most headache, was that the stabilization was awful. You would need to get a pretty high quality gimbal or just stay at a single angle in order for it to get good video. Every video, even when I was trying to use a tripod or something, it looked like my hand was just everywhere. And even when you use the built-in stabilization, it's bad. Which brings me to another complaint, which is how much the video actually crops in. Even when I wasn't using the stabilization, I felt like I had to use my entire arm length in order to get a good frame. I found it very difficult to get that normal vlogging angle. So if you're planning to do talking head videos like this, or you're able to have a lot of control over the video environments that you're in, then you can probably get some pretty good video out of the ZV-1. If you're wanting it for vlogging, or you want amazing photos and videos straight out of the camera, I would just suggest looking in other places. I've kind of had to reevaluate what I'm looking for out of a vlogging camera. I do have a different camera coming on Wednesday, so if you're interested in what I selected and why and how it's doing, I'm happy to post that later.